Hello everybody, welcome to Flannery Genealogy Videos. My name is Brian Flannery. We're at the Jack Flannery Jr. Cemetery in Elliott County, Kentucky on the Sonny Knipp farm off of Route 32 near the Concord Enterprise Baptist Church. And Sonny's been very nice enough to keep this cemetery sprayed down and kind of knocked back a little bit, so I'm awful thankful for that. I've not been up here much. I'm going to start with somebody that's not a Flannery in this cemetery. This is the man that used to own this farm. And let me get over to this man. This is Lewis and Frances Susan Mays. And they own this farm for a long time. And it never has his death date that I can see. But he owned this farm for a long time, and he, when I found that this was pretty much the only grave that you could get to easily, when I first found this cemetery, probably, I'd have to look back and see, there was hollies and shoemakes and locust sprouts 10 to 12 foot high. And I'll have to see if I can find some pictures and try to include that in this video of what it's before. I know probably people should think, well, I should mow it off and keep it up better, but this is a lot better than the way it was when I found it. Now we have these rocks here, and I don't know who all, the rocks are rocks, and we don't know who's, excuse me, who's buried where the rocks are. But I would assume they're Flannerys or something along the line. Cons, there's some cons buried here. Now this stone here, I'm going to let you see, has some writing on it. Looks like somebody has, maybe that's been me. That is, says, well, I can read it JMR or JM. Some people thinks it might be a grave, but I'll just kind of let you see that there. Let me get up off the ground. Like I say, Sonny's done a real job of keeping this graveyard up. We'll walk around it here. Now this grave here, let me back up, I was moving that weed out of the way. William Houston Flannery. He was born in Virginia, passed away in 1850 here. His wife was Minerva Jane Van Zant. Let me back up a little bit. If you're from Elliott County, John Baldy Flannery and Bayless Flannery, Rufus Flannery goes back to this person. I don't know how old this stone is. It's in pretty good shape, but it says, I had never really noticed that. I believe it says farewell on the top of it. And you can see these other markers. Here's a little short marker. I don't know if that's a footstone. This one has nothing on it. I believe it must be a footstone. Sonny's done an excellent job. I know you said, well, there should be some grass growing, but it's like I say, it's a lot better than it was. I think it's a beautiful view. I would imagine that they own this piece of ground, being that they're buried here. So according to the Lucy White papers, they owned what is called the Doc Brown farm, which is somewhere here close on the Route 32, what we call the Brown Ridge area here. Now this is John R. Conn. He was the son of Sarah Flannery Conn. I believe Sarah is right here beside of him. I just noticed something here with this grave. If you'll look, I about bet you that's a baby grave. I just wondered if it ain't a baby grave. If you'll look how the one is sunk down deep and that is not sunk very far. I think that's interesting. I just now noticed that. I've been up here for years, but you know, sometimes you go to a cemetery and you notice different things at different times. Now, if anybody knows if there's any symbolic meaning of these tall stones, I would think that would be the matriarch and patriarch of the cemetery, being they be tall, but I've never found any writing on them. So I think this is Sarah here on this little short one. Yeah. Sarah J., wife of A.J. Conn, Andrew Jackson Conn. Sonny has been while this sun is out today, I'm going to look at all these stones to see if there's any writing on them. Maybe we'll find something. There's some little stones. And you can tell there's a pile of people buried here. This was, I presume, a community graveyard. There's a lot of people buried here. I want to give reference to Glenn Webb here. Let me turn around. I'm trying not to make you all sick. Me and Glenn set this stone here in I don't know what year. In the past 7 years, I'd guess we set it. Trying to get where I can see. The sun's blocking me. There we go. Forgive me for making shadows, but we know by Lucy White's paperwork that they are buried here, or at least John William Jr. is. I'm not 100% sure that Eleanor Van Zandt is, but we'll find out one day, good Lord willing. I've never found out for sure if she's buried here, but I'm gonna look at these other stones. I'm just gonna give you a tour while I'm here. And maybe we can just run across something. Now you have to imagine there's a lot of people buried here, and I know they just didn't stick up stones. We'll walk around the lower side of it. There used to be a road through here. Sonny and his wife Helen are in decent shape, but they're getting up in years, and I just sat on the porch and talked with him. And if you ever come to visit this cemetery, be ready to sit and talk to him. He's a good man. I'm really blessed. You know, most people would not have done this or let you even on their property this day and time. I hope I'm not moving too fast. I'm trying to look. You can look here the wildlife is not afraid of the cemeteries. You'll see that turkey feather. That's where they get down. They come up there and scratch and dust. They dust herself here. But John William Flannery Jr. is buried here, and his brother William Houston. I don't have 100% facts on this, but I have to believe that John William Sr. is buried here, which would be William Houston and Jack Jr.'s father. Now the mother, maybe he married a second time. Jack Sr. did. He married Elizabeth Van Zant, which I believe is Minerva and Eleanor's mother. And a lot of times people done that. They just married to be together and in their older age to take care of each other. But they didn't have any children. I think I just caught eye of something else here. But I don't know what it would say. I'm gonna move my finger and let you look. There's a J. And there's something there. And of course it's broke. There's some numbers there. Maybe you all can make it out. But back to what I was saying, I believe that Jack Sr. is buried here, and probably his second wife, Elizabeth Van Zant. But I don't have proof of that now, so don't say Brown Flannery said this or said that. That's just my assumption. And I am thankful. That's my truck. I'm thankful for the beautiful weather. It's cooled down here. It's August of 2022. And I'll give you a little scene of the farm. I think he said he had 20 acres here. They're getting ready to, they're supposed to be changing Route 32 from Newfoundland into Moorhead, or part of the way. They're going to try to straighten it, and if you're ever on it, it's a very, very crooked road. So if you're from out of town, be careful, but just take your time. It's a good road, just it's curvy. But they're supposed to be taking where his trailer sits, I guess that house and that silver roofed cellar, but they're not going to take the one to the right of that with we're near the red Chevrolet, so I don't understand that. But he's planning on moving his trailer back up in here. I'm going to try to help him do that if possible. But I know I'm getting sidetracked, but something I want to be doing, I want to try to start doing, I can go back and put them in the old videos, is I'm going to take GPS coordinates of these cemeteries and put them in the description, and that way you can be finding that. You can Google that or however you would search that and find it and be able to come here easier. So I don't really know exactly how many graves there actually is here, but I mean there's a bunch. And you know, we get back so far and there's not enough records to find and to know, so we get really it hinders us. But we're thankful for what we do know, and thankful that we are able to find these places. And to be honest with you, there's been a lot of these old cemeteries. It's just rocks, and they've been cattle tromped them into the ground, and dozers have moved them away, and nobody ever knew the wiser. The families moved out and left, and generations after generations, they keep losing their information. So be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'd ask you to share it with everybody. I want to try to get a bunch of followers so I can keep doing this. I want to try to keep being able to bring you content like this on the Flanneries, and I'll probably expand to some other branches, but mostly it'll be Flanneries and Flanneries that tie in, or families that tie into the Flanneries. If you'll notice something, for you people, every bit of that is light green has been mowed and baled for hay. And right there where that brushy part is, right in there, is too steep. So he's wanting somebody to bush hog it, and hopefully he'll find somebody to do that. But Sonny's 82 years old, but he gets out and piddles and mows his own grass and goes and does what he can do. And he's been a very good friend, and I'm thankful to have met him and to know him. And you just tell him, if you ever come here to see this, that Brian Flannery sent you, and be courteous. If you do come, be courteous to his farm. Don't be spinning and tearing up jack or throwing out garbage, but come and you'll be ready to talk, because he'll want to talk, and that's good. He'll want to visit with you, and that's the way people used to do here years ago. Don't get scared, but I'm going to turn you around if I can. Maybe I can't, but you probably don't want to see me anyway today. But listen, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you'll know. Hit the notification bell where you'll know when I post a new video, and share this with all your family. And you never know where we'll end up. We're in Elliott County today, and we might go back to Scott County, Virginia, or Lee County, Virginia. And just gonna go back and end you on this note. But hope everybody has a blessed day. And if you need anything, reach out. My email and address will be in the description. Hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.